Have you heard of the Amazon Revenue Calculator? Now, this is a free tool that me and my students use all the time. It can actually help work out for you pretty accurate calculations so you understand all the fees and charges associated with selling on Amazon. Now, this is another episode of Amazon Australia 2023, the opportunity of a lifetime. I hope you guys enjoy this one. If you haven't been here before, make sure to check out my other videos and hit that subscribe button so I can help you along your way on your Amazon journey. So today we're going to get into it. I'm going to jump into a Loom. I'm going to show you exactly how it works and how this can be so beneficial through the whole process of Amazon selling. All right, guys, let's get into it. All right, guys, so what you're going to need open to use the Amazon Revenue Profit Calculator, you'll need to have an Amazon page open so you can find a product and use the ASIN, which I'll show you in a second. You're going to need the revenue calculator open itself, and you're going to need Alibaba so you can actually find out the price of your product. Now, before we get started, if you haven't used ZonGuru or you're interested, you go check out my other videos. ZonGuru, I'll leave a little link in there. If you want to join up, you can join and start using the tools. It's amazing to find products and get data to help you find those winning ideas. Now, what we're going to need from this at the moment, this is a dish rack that I found. It's currently doing almost 8,000 revenue per month, which is really good on Amazon Australia. If you have a couple of these products, you're doing really well. And what you need now is you just need to copy the ASIN. So we're going to hit copy. We've copied that ASIN over. Now what that is, the ASIN is what tells you the product identifier. So I'm going to take you over the revenue calculator and I'll show you where we'll put that in a second. So before we get started on the revenue calculator, you make sure you hit this to Australian, AU. Now that ASIN that we just copied, we put that ASIN in here and then we click search. And this is actually going to come up with this exact product that's selling on Amazon Australia. It's going to come up with the pricing and it's going to come up with all the details that tells you about this product. Now, before you go any further in this, you make sure you click this X because we use FBA. We're not going to be filling it ourselves. Amazon's going to fulfill it. So we don't need that. We're going to be using Amazon FBA. Now, like I discussed, here's the product we were talking about. It shows you the Amazon fees to sell this product. It shows you the fulfillment cost by Amazon and it shows you the storage cost. So you can see currently this product is selling for $88. And if I change this number, this will actually change the Amazon fees. The fulfillment cost and the storage cost won't change. Only the fees will change because they take a slightly higher percentage depending on the cost of the product. Now we're going to go over to Alibaba before we go any further. Now I haven't found the exact same product, but I found one that's very similar. And you can buy one of these for $18 Australian if you were to get an order of 100. So you're looking at $18 Australian. You're going to take that number now. We're going to come over to the revenue calculator and we're going to put it into here for the cost of goods sold. So $18, I think it was 33 cents. Now we've got a miscellaneous cost here. Now we can estimate the shipping because it's not going to be too big a product, but we can over exaggerate. So let's say maybe $15 per item, which is probably going to be more like 10. But the reason we just put a little bit more in there is just so we can really estimate it. There is ways to find out better, but for today's example, I'm just going to put $15 as estimate. And if we come on down now, you can actually see here that the cost of the product per unit sold is $52.18. So now that's including the cost of goods, the shipping, and also the Amazon fees and charges because it adds all these ones up the top up. Now, if you can see here, you have a net profit of $35 Australian and a net margin of 40.7%. Now, when we sell on Amazon at FBA, we were looking for a minimum margin of 30%. So this is a product that is going to be doing really well. And you can actually calculate if you were to sell 100 of these, you're looking at a profit of $3,580 per 100 units sold. So that's once Amazon's taken their fees, once your shipping's been paid for, once your cost of goods, that is literally the profit that you're going to be getting in your back pocket. If that makes any sense, this is a really useful tool that can help you on your Amazon journey, and you can do this with any product. All you need to do is get that ASIN. Here's the ASIN. You put it into the revenue calculator and away you go. Now I'm going to leave a link for this in my bio. Anyone can go suss this out. You don't need to have any sort of ZonGuru account, but I highly recommend if you're doing product research, you do use ZonGuru because then you can find these winning products and you can practice with this revenue calculator. Now, this is something that myself and my students use throughout the process of Amazon selling. You use it at product research, you look at validation, you use it even when you're launching your product to play around with different charges to make sure that you're making money and making a good profit. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you want to reach out and learn more about that, make sure to contact me. So yeah, I will leave the link in my description along with the ZonGuru link if you want to start using that. So guys, that's exactly how the Profit Revenue Calculator works. This is such a useful tool. When you're doing your product research, you might find a product on Alibaba and you want to get a rough estimation of how much it's going to cost you to sell on Amazon Australia. This is the perfect way to test your products. So I hope you enjoyed that content, and like always, check out my other videos, give us a subscribe, and if you want to learn any more about Amazon and how to sell in Australia, make sure to contact me on the socials or leave a comment below. Alright guys, until the next one, see you later.